Oh, it is definitely Friday. Mm. And it's like still dark out. What's going on? I don't like it. I don't like being awake when it's dark. At least not the morning part. I don't know. Anyway, well, here we go. In three, two, one. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Friday. Woo! November 22nd, 2019. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Good morning, Stacy. I hope you've all been having a great week. I hope that week is capping off today with some, I don't know, something good. Whatever that might be. I did not get everything done yesterday. I could not take the day off. Maybe like a half day. Probably be done around lunch. We'll see. We'll see how productive I'm being. If I am productive, I'm gonna keep going. I'll grab some things that I have scheduled for next week and work on those. Because let's face it, when you're in a groove, you use it. You don't say, "Oh, I'm being efficient and productive and smart with my work. I'm just gonna stop working." Not when you're an entrepreneur. So yesterday, finished up one of the new apparel items, the first draft of it anyway. I ordered one. It's a print-on-demand item, and we'll see how it comes out. So far, the design's pretty cool. I think we can do better. I am currently on the fence whether we are going to roll this out publicly for people, because it's like a 2 to 4 week fulfillment because it's printed overseas. So I don't know. On the one hand, it would be cool to have this available as a gift option for people. On the other hand, what if it sucks? And all these people order it before I get to see it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm sharing that with you only because I can. We got some other new stuff that I know will be fine. There's a new sweatshirt, the ugly Christmas sweatshirt. Came out great. That'll be available. And a couple t-shirts. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. There's always options. What else is going on? What else did I do yesterday? Had a couple consulting meetings. I think I have a new client. I think the one in the afternoon, evening that I had went really well. So I think, yay, new client. I gotta go to the bank to wire some money today for those pant samples that I talked about earlier in the week. What else? That's most of it. And there's not a lot that's going on. It's a lot of email, and I'm not gonna go over the emails that I send because that's boring. I try to keep you guys updated. I want you to know what's going on with whistlekick, but I don't want it to be obnoxiously boring. I sent an email to Paul. I got an email back from Paul. I need to send Paul another email. Like, that kind of detail is just silly. And a huge part of what I do is email. It's a lot of sending email, receiving email, doing the thing that the email needs, reminding people for the email, asking people if they got my email because it's been 3 weeks and they haven't written back. I bet a lot of your jobs are similar. Yay, email. I don't think we're ever going to get rid of email. I just don't. It's too easy. It makes too much sense. Everybody keeps trying to do these other systems that, yeah, they work, but the only reason they work better is because people don't spend the time organizing and being diligent with their email. And because people don't agree on an email format. I mean, you can make email work for anything. What's the thing? What are we using? We use Asana with the team for the consulting stuff. Because yeah, some of the whistlekick team helps me on consulting stuff. Because they're awesome. So why would I not give them more work if I have it? There goes the plow. I don't think it's snowy. I mean, it looks like it's melting. Maybe it froze. I will find out later when I go driving. So what else going on? What's going on this weekend? Tomorrow. So for those of you not from Central Vermont, we do some things that are very weird here. For example, Stacy says Asana is amazing. Asana is cool. But I'd still rather just do email. But that doesn't work for what we're doing. Because a lot of people don't handle parallel tasks well. So if we're working on, half a dozen different consulting projects, balls get dropped. And that's why something like Asana happens and works. So you all know what Black Friday is. People line up early. People are really excited to get the best deals. What if I told you in Central Vermont, 2 weekends a year, we do that with socks? Just socks. What if I told you that people line up for the first day, which was last weekend, hours before opening for socks? You would probably think I was crazy, but I'm not. Well, I might be, but not because of that. It's real. So if you go into any outdoor sporting goods store and you look at the socks, you will probably see a line of socks called Darn Tough. Darn Tough is made by a company called Cabot Hosiery Mills that is 20 minutes that way. Fun fact, back in the day, did a little bit of IT work for them. But they have the Darn Tough line, and for like 30 years have operated this sock sale. And it's a lot of their seconds or overstock or whatever, and people go in and buy socks and leave. A lot of socks are given as gifts. A lot of socks are kept. I would say I have two kinds of socks. Socks that I've gotten at this sale and socks people have given to me. I very, very rarely buy socks. The one thing they don't have a lot of is like shorter athletic socks. But anything else, anything warmer, hiking, running, winter, they got it. And they make great socks. So I will be going to the sock sale tomorrow. It's insane. People drive hours to come to this thing. Saturday's the day that is going to be non-snow. It's supposed to snow today. It's supposed to snow Sunday. I'm going to try to get out and go hiking after the sock sale. Maybe I'll wear some new socks. Who knows? I don't really need socks, but I'm going to go anyway because it's fun. I'm going to try to go hiking tomorrow. And then Sunday I'll do a little bit of work and hang out and maybe go to the gym. Do my thing. So, well, all right. Let's see what the questions are. I'm sure we got some questions here. If you want to ask me a question, drop it below, and I'll answer it tomorrow. Most of these questions come in from Frank. who helps with the production of First Cup. He's a good guy. Shout out to Frank. Ah, look at all these things going on here. Bam. All right. The joke for Funday Friday. What dance did pilgrims do when they came over on the Mayflower? The Plymouth Rock. So if you watched yesterday, there was a quote that I was having a hard time wrapping my brain around, and Frank explains it. So the quote was, "Those convinced against their will are of the same opinion still." And Frank says, "I was paraphrasing from Dale Carnegie's classic, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It is brought up in part 3, chapter 1, page 117 from the original version, special anniversary edition, celebrating 7 years in print. As I see it," as Frank sees it, "he was telling readers that it's not their place to force their opinions on others, though through arguing or manipulating them." Okay, I can get behind that. And so, some new questions. Do you drink kombucha? I do. Not often. I like kombucha. I like most things. The reason, if I'm drinking kombucha, it's because I realized, oh, I haven't done much in the way of probiotics. I have a bunch of sauerkraut that I made that's sitting in my fridge, and I don't eat it. I neglect to eat it. I try to eat probiotic foods often. The tomatillo salsa I made at the end of the summer, fermented. Still tastes good, tastes a little different, but it is now a probiotic infused food. How do I know it's safe? Because it's lacto fermentation. Kombucha is not the magic cure-all that some people make it out to be, but it's good. We should all aim to have fermented foods in our diet. In the gym, what's your favorite machine? So I don't do much in the way of machines. I mean, I will use some because... All right, so let me explain it this way. I love CrossFit. I coach CrossFit. There are some aspects to CrossFit that are very subjective, such as how specifically you program the workouts to get to your goals. I do not do my own CrossFit programming. I do my own conventional gym programming because I can't just go to a CrossFit class and do my own thing. It doesn't work that way. Just like you don't go to a martial arts class and say, you know, I know everybody's doing basics right now, but I'm going to go work on forms. Like, that's not how it works. So because of health reasons that I won't go into, the last couple of years my focus has been, and I've been backing off from this, putting on muscle. And going to the conventional gym, the one that is nearby and very inexpensive, is Planet Fitness. It costs me very little money. They don't have all the things that I would want to use. The main thing I would want to use would just be a barbell and a rack, so I can squat and do things. They have a mechanized rack called a Smith machine, which we will not get into because that's a very long conversation about why I have very mixed feelings about that machine. But my favorite thing is just a plain old barbell, and I fell in love with the barbell and all the things it's wonderful for because of CrossFit. There is no better tool to develop strength and power than a simple barbell. You put some plates on the end and pick it up and put it down in various ways. It's a lot of fun. I had my own barbell for a while. I had my own gym set up. But I didn't feel like continuing to heat my garage over the winter, so sold that to a friend. And now he uses it much more. He's got a heated garage, so it works out better. Love the barbell. When you did have a dog, what was your favorite activity to do with the dog? Oh man, we're going back a ways. Stacy says, not that I want to do them every time. In case you see this, Lloyd. Lloyd is a mutual friend of ours who is also a martial artist and a personal trainer by day. Stacy says she loves deadlifts and battle ropes. Neither is a machine. Correct. Deadlifts are great. How do we pick things up off the ground? With a deadlift. So I had my dog from age 8 through, we'll say, when I went to college, because she was still alive then, but I didn't spend much time with her because I was in college. I would throw the ball for her. I would hit a tennis ball with a bat because I could hit it farther than I could throw it. That was a favorite thing outside. Inside, a tennis ball was like her favorite thing. So I would bounce the ball, and how many times could I bounce it before she got it? And it was like dribbling a very small basketball while a dog tried to take it from you. I mean, that's probably the best visual. And I remember a day kind of vividly where I had gotten old enough and she had gotten old enough where she couldn't get it anymore if I didn't let her. Prior to that, I was young enough and I would mess up, or she would figure something out and get the ball. But there was a point where she had gotten older, and so I had to start letting her win. That was a good time. I miss her. She was a good dog. And part of my anxiety, my nervousness about getting a dog is that getting a dog now, this dog won't be as good as Nugget was. Which is silly, but it's not at the same time. We compare human beings. We compare romantic partners. We compare martial arts instructors and training and style. We compare. It's what we do. It's how we relate to things. Things are always better or worse, and it helps us understand how things fit in. And I used to have a pet rabbit. I will never get another rabbit because, well, of a lot of reasons. And one of them is no rabbit will ever be what Uriel, that was his name, Uriel was. How do I bring another dog into my life when no dog will be Nugget? And I've been wrestling with that. One of the things on my agenda for today, the rescue that has a dog that I am interested in, asked me for pictures of the home and the backyard. I have to take pictures and send those over today. So that's getting real. And I'm nervous. Where's the cat? Over there. I haven't had to deal with taking care of anything other than a cat, other than short term, in a long time. The cat just kind of ended up with me. I didn't make the choice to have the cat. I don't have kids. I'm not married. I don't have to take care of anything. And so am I really going to choose to bring a dog into my life? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm scared. To be really honest. But then I think of memories, like bouncing the ball or throwing the ball. I think about, if I go for a hike tomorrow, I could bring a dog, my own dog. And that sounds awesome. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're going to leave it there because I'm not going to have a whole lot of words left. All right. Here's the deal. no homework this weekend, but I want you to find an opportunity to get outside, especially if getting outside is something you don't do often or even enjoy. I want you to find 5 or 10 minutes to be where there's some fresh air. Bonus points if you get out there while it's a little sunny. We all need sunlight. We all need air. We all need movement. If you want to ask a question, drop it below, or maybe you're listening later in podcast form, email me, jeremy@whistlekick.com. Subscribe, turn on notifications for this channel because we do a lot of stuff, including First Cup, which goes live every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful weekend. Maybe I'll see you at the sock sale. Take care. See you Monday.